having been reported recently that melodic death metalers Bloodshot Dawn had entered the studio to begin work on their third full-length album, entitled Reanimated, an album that is also set to feature prominent guests including Jeff Loomis, Arch Enemy, Nevermore, Paul Wardingham, Ken Sorcerer, Abigail Williams, The Faceless, Mendel Bij, Delige Boarded. Today, the band are pleased to reveal the album is set to see the light on the 12th of January 2018 and will be released via Hostile Media. Since their acclaimed self-titled and second album Demons, there has been shifts in the band's ranks making way for new members, Canadian shredder Morgan Reed, drummer James Stewart, also Evader and Divine Chaos, and bass player Giacomo Gastaldi. Frontman and last founding member Josh McMorrin reflects on the losing all members from the Demons lineup as a huge shock to the system. I had to take some time to think about how to move forward with the band's sound and honestly thinking wasn't what was needed. When Morgan joined the band, he worked tirelessly on riffs and ideas for songs which I sculptured into my design and feel for how I thought the album should flow. We met up over a 2-week period and turned hundreds of ideas into 10 tracks very naturally. The general feeling is that we now for the first time have a solid direction and process. We work as a unit instead of separate solo efforts within the band. We recorded guitars and drums in the east of Germany and Czech simply because that's where Morgan and James are based. The studio in Czech, Babylon Studios, had an incredible drum room which was a huge selling point to this studio. We recorded guitars at Morgan's home studio, which follows a similar process to our previous records. After that we headed for Sweden to work with Per Nilsson Scar Symmetry for final guitar pieces, additional layers, mixing and mastering. Per is a good friend and an extraordinary musician, and his ear and eye for the big picture has helped us create Reanimated and pushed us to evolve our sound in a very natural way. As for the stories within the album, a lot of it is ambiguous, regarding personal struggles, as well as observations on modern-day society. But as with all Bloodshot Dawn records, the lyrics aren't always as clear-cut, and it's the sci-fi artwork that really tells the cover story, so to speak. We worked with a good friend Chris Cooley, who is a concept artist with an incredibly creative mind. The artwork is the third part of a trilogy of art, continuing and finishing the concept that started with the first 2 Bloodshot Dawn albums. The front cover pictures an alien approaching a war-torn Earth who's coming to clean up the planet of human life and refresh the Earth back to its former glory. The art unfolds further through the inlays of the CD. As well as the news of an imminent new release, the band will be on tour throughout the UK Ireland tour, their first in almost 2 years. We are excited to be hitting the tour circuit again after a short hiatus. We are hungry for live devastation and looking forward to seeing fans old and new. Reanimated UK Ireland live dates: W Reprisal 170,118, Blackheart, London 180,118, Green Door Store, Brighton 190,118, Boiler Room, Guildford 200,118, The Underground, Plymouth 210,118, Fuel Rock Club, Cardiff 220,118, The Flapper, Birmingham 230,118, Audio, Glasgow 240,118, the Fulford Arms, York 250,118, the Pier Hat, Manchester 260,118, and Spale Pin Fanash, Cork 270,118, Limelight, Belfast 280,118, On the Rocks, Dublin. Pre-order Reanimated here. Bloodshot Dawn Unified lyric video. Bloodshot Dawn Smoke Mirrors lyric video. Facebook here. Hostile Media here. More tour dates, tags Bloodshot Dawn, Reanimated, Unified, Smoke Mirrors. Follow us on Twitter. Like us. Date October 28, 2017 as reported by Red Baron.